I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it now. Those of you who have children, guys, all right, and I know situations are different. There are children that are going off of the mouth, disrespecting their parents. Number one, because their parents are yelling in front of them, they are setting no example, and these children are just mimicking what these parents are saying. However, if you allow your child to go off of the mouth without disciplining them, thinking it's cute for the first time, the second time, and the third time, they're going to continue to disrespect you. And you have to set the example. But this is for the children. Allowing your children to just get away with things and letting it slide, thinking it's cute, is going to backfire. The reason why I'm making this video is because I was watching a video where Blueface's daughter is just going off at the mouth, disrespecting her grandmother, her father, and her mother. You need to discipline your child and put your child in check. I understand, but you gotta do it with love. If you don't do it with love, guys, and if you forget to just discipline them or you just disregard disciplining them, they're gonna get worse. So then, when you try to do it with love, they're not gonna listen to you because you haven't even trained them to be disciplined. And stuff like this is just so bad. So this is why every time your child becomes disrespectful, immediately, guys, discipline them. Tell them that it is not okay to talk back to me like that. Take them to a private room and talk to them. Okay? Shed light into them. Because these children, they don't know. They just following based off of what they see and do. They following based off of what they see you do. And then when they hear something, they're going to repeat it. But you got to understand, these babies, they will have their own personalities, guys. They have their own personalities. This is why it's very important to discipline your child. Discipline your child. Guys, I have to say it like this. Back in the Old Testament, you know what I'm talking about. Remember back in the Old Testament, we don't live by the law no more. But I'm saying, back in the Old Testament, God wasn't even playing. Back in the day, what was the penalty of a disrespectful child? I'm not going to say what I'm saying. What was the penalty? This is how bad it was to disrespect your parents. Now, I understand there's different situations. I'm not talking about no abusive parents and stuff like that. I understand that there's children who have been good to their parents and their parents are narcissistic and, you know, they try and then they lash out. I'm not talking about something like that, okay? I'm not talking about that situation. Even though you can't disrespect your parents no matter what, okay? That's what I believe. Just walk away and have nothing, no access to them. Don't allow them to have access to you. You know, if it gets that worse, if it gets that bad, walk away and do not even give them access to your life because you are healing. But I say this to say, y'all letting these kids get out of hand. They up here calling people the B word. They up here snatching people's belongings. They become bullies when they grow up because people are thinking it's cute. It's not okay. And Blueface, I want to say, you're just sitting there and not doing anything. You're not correcting your child. The Bible says discipline your child. Okay? You got to teach them. You can't just sit back and allow things to happen. It's like you're careless. You don't even care. That's not love. You got to correct your child. It's not cute, guys. I'm saying these children grow up and they think that that behavior will be okay as adults. It happens. These are the bullies at school. These are the bullies that bring these weapons to school because their parents think it's okay for them to say, shut up, mom, shut up, dad. I don't care which. I'm talking about the children that are raised in households where, you know, their mother and their father are doing the best that they can, providing food on the table and stuff like that, and they're still disrespecting them. I'm talking about times when the parents not even saying anything bad to the child. The child was just like, shut up, I don't want to do that. Now, I will come after the parents, but this video is not for the parents. However, your example says a lot about how your children will respond to how they act when they grow up. But what I want to say is, even if, you know, parents are arguing in front of their children, you should already know, let your child know not to repeat that cycle. I understand. We are not perfect. You know, you're going to argue. It happens in black households, okay? Specifically, but it happens in other races of households too. But, you know, you're going to hear your parents arguing. But that don't mean that we start arguing at our parents. We knew the limits. We knew that if mommy and daddy was arguing, that's their issue. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But the minute as we start to try to talk back, baby, my daddy would have slapped me all the way to New York, to Tokyo. We knew not to cross that line. So that's why I said discipline your child, because like when they grow up, baby, it's gonna be over. That's what I'm saying. These children are getting out of hand. Y'all gotta do something about it. That's why these teachers, they're exhausted, because y'all not doing the work at home. Y'all think it's cute to let your baby listen to Sexy Red and stuff like that, and these babies talking like they're adults. I'm talking about aggressively. I'll beat that. They would say these things and y'all think it's cute. The stuff that they be saying that y'all be thinking is cute. I'm talking about the violence that they be saying. You know how you joke a little bit. I'll beat you. You know how kids be joke. That's not cute. Stop that. Stop that. You gotta know the signs. Them babies gonna get worse, guys. They repeat everything. And now they have a little personality. It's gonna be engraven in them. You got to discipline your child, because somebody else is gonna do it. And it's not gonna end well. All right? I love you, and God bless.